Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the incredible transit experience of arriving at Indonesia's world-famous holiday gateway. You know, airports can usually feel like this stressful, sterile chore, right? But today, we're exploring a facility that completely shatters that mold. It literally transforms travel anxiety into pure relaxation. We're looking at Gusti Ngurah International Airport, mostly known as Denpasar International, or just Bali Airport. We're going to break down exactly how this unique facility effortlessly shifts you from an active aviation hub right into a relaxed, tropical vacation state of mind. Plus, stick around because I'm giving you some absolutely crucial local ground transport tips for the moment you arrive. Okay, let's kick things off with this massive number. 24 million passengers. That is how many passengers flow through this single commercial airport on the southern tip of Bali every single year. It's the second busiest airport in all of Indonesia. And because Bali is such a massive global tourism epicenter, this airport doesn't really deal in traditional cargo routing or strict commuter business travel. Nope. Instead, it handles an immense volume of point-to-point vacation traffic. We're talking millions of people who are specifically looking to start their holiday the absolute second they step off the plane. But here's the kicker. Before you even step foot inside the terminal, your transit experience actually begins in the air. So what is it like landing directly in the Indian Ocean? Well, for those of you who've made this journey, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Passengers are treated to this thrilling final approach right over the water, where it genuinely feels like you're touching down right in the middle of the sea. It's wild. That sensation, it happens because of a true engineering feat. The airfield features a single 3,000-meter-long runway built on a massive strip of reclaimed land that juts straight out into the Indian Ocean. So as you're descending, you're just staring at deep blue water until the actual tarmac appears beneath the aircraft's wheels at the very last second. It's such a dramatic, unforgettable introduction to the island. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates their engineering ambition. It's genuinely astonishing. Despite operating with just that one runway we just talked about, they've completely upgraded their airside infrastructure. This means major carriers like Emirates can safely route and land their massive double-decker Airbus A380 Super Jumbo jets right here. It's a vital capability, allowing the airport to meet incredibly high seasonal passenger demand without needing to build multiple sprawling runways. To handle this sheer volume of vacation traffic, the airport acts as a primary hub for carriers like Garuda Indonesia and Batik Air, anchoring flagship international routes and short-haul connectivity. It also serves as a massive base for a whole list of low-cost carriers. Airlines like Indonesia AirAsia, which actually commands the highest number of flights and routes out of the facility. And crucially, Denpasar is a daily lifeline for Australian travelers. We're talking Jetstar, Virgin Australia, and Qantas running heavy daily schedules from literally every major Australian capital city. Moving on to Section 1, the cultural transit experience, immersed in Balinese heritage. The moment your plane parks and you step into the stunning L-shaped international terminal that opened in 2013, you are instantly immersed in local culture. Instead of a sterile concrete box, you're met with world-famous Balinese architecture. You'll navigate your way through towering Candi Bentar. These are beautiful traditional split gateways crafted from local red brick and carved stone. You'll walk under Wangtalan pavilions with intricately sloped roofs. The designers seamlessly blended modern steel and glass with beautifully landscaped open-air tropical gardens placed directly inside the structure. You're indoors, but you feel the spirit of the island immediately. It's amazing. And the cultural heritage runs even deeper than just the architecture. The airport's official name honors Gusti Ngurah. He was a revered Balinese national hero who led a famous puputan, which is a fierce battle to the death, against Dutch colonial forces during the Indonesian National Revolution back in 1946. Next time you visit, keep an eye out for the massive, proud statue of him that stands at the airport entrance, welcoming travelers as they transit through the grounds. It really is a powerful reminder of the island's rich, resilient history. Now, if you're departing, the transit experience is just as incredible. Forget sitting around eating a stale pretzel at a crowded gate. Reflecting the local culture of wellness, the airport actually houses specialized spas where you can get a professional Balinese massage right inside the terminal, right before boarding your flight home. I mean, it's the ultimate way to squeeze out every last drop of vacation relaxation, right? All right, on to Section 2, walking the Festival Plaza, a unique terminal connection.
If your travel plans require you to connect between the international and domestic terminals, you don't have to cram into some claustrophobic, sterile underground train. Instead, your transit is a highly scenic, leisurely 10-minute stroll down a 500-meter covered pathway. You just step right out of the international terminal, which, by the way, boasts 14 jet bridges, and simply follow the path directly to the domestic terminal.
But this walk isn't just a boring corridor, it's the open-air festival plaza. It encourages a remarkably relaxed outdoor atmosphere that's highly unique for a major international airport. As you walk, you're flanked by local boutiques, incredibly detailed Balinese wood-carving shops, and authentic local culinary stalls. It ensures that your transit experience doesn't feel like a pause in your trip, but rather a seamless continuation of your vacation. Let's dive into Section 3, Local Ground Transport Tips. Navigating out of the airport. So here is the absolutely crucial point. Once you've soaked in all this amazing terminal culture, how do you actually get out efficiently? Situated in the area of Tubin, about 13 kilometers south of the Denpasar city center, your entire exit strategy relies exclusively on the local road networks. There are no heavy rail or subway lines connecting the airport to the beaches here. So knowing your vehicle options in advance is the absolute key to a smooth departure from the airport grounds.
Now, you've got a few main options. You can absolutely use the official ground desks located inside the arrivals hall to book standard airport taxis or arrange for private hotel shuttle minivans. However, traveler behavior has totally shifted lately. Today, visitors heavily favor app-based ride-hailing services, specifically Grab and Gojek, for their pure convenience and upfront pricing.
And here is a highly actionable local transport tip for your transit. You do not have to wander far or negotiate on the curb. Bali Airport has adapted beautifully to these apps. Grab and Gojek operate out of a modern, dedicated, multi-level pickup lounge located directly outside the international arrivals exit. You literally just follow the green signs, relax in a dedicated waiting area, and your driver pulls right up to your specific bay. It completely eliminates the arrival stress and keeps your relaxing vacation mindset totally intact.
Once you're in your car, the news gets even better. Because of the airport's highly strategic location, nestled right on the narrow southern isthmus of the island, you are right next to the action. Your ground transit time to the most popular tourist hotspots, places like Kuta, Legian, Seminyak, and Jimbaran, is remarkably quick, 15 to 30 minutes, depending on traffic, of course. You're practically on the beach the moment you leave the airport.
From a thrilling ocean landing to open-air tropical gardens and finally to a seamless app-based pickup lounge, Denpasar Airport truly is the gateway to the gods. With such a smooth and culturally rich transition waiting to kickstart your relaxed tropical vacation, we want to leave you with this final thought. With seamless transport waiting right outside, where will your first stop in Bali be? Thanks so much for joining us on this explainer, and we'll see you next time.